Hey everybody, Chuck Cassidy here. Since I started this YouTube channel about a year ago, I've received hundreds of comments from my thousands of adoring fans about what the songs mean to them and how they really move them, and that, man, the guitar riff in this song is so cool. How did you come up with that? Or this arrangement is so complex and original. Where do you get these ideas? So in responding to one request that I received recently, I thought I'd take the time today to break down the opening riff to my hit song, Out of Business. Are you ready? Let's go. I don't know about you, but I love classic rock, I love heavy metal, I like thrash metal, I like southern rock, I like some country music. I went through a prog rock phase, which I still think is pretty cool, but I'm not good enough to play it. And then I went through even a disco phase back in the 80s, had a girlfriend that was into that sort of shit. And then, you know, my tastes are just very eclectic and they go on, and I often want to... Sorry about that. All right, so anyway, I was sitting on the sofa one day with the guitar and just kind of noodling around as you do if you're a guitar player. And I think the TV was on, I probably wasn't even paying attention to either one. And I'm going, you know... like, that probably comprises 40 to 50% of all classic rock guitar riffs, right? From Led Zeppelin to Aerosmith to Van Halen. They have this, they use the third fret here, the one with the thing on it here, this inlay. And so you make a chord like an E or an A. Those are easy because you only need one finger. And then you go, and you pull on that third fret. It sounds kind of like, you know, rock and roll, or even it's used in some kind of southern rock and country, right? So I'm doing that. And I thought I should write a song that has something like that kind of riff, but I didn't want to write the same song everybody else has done, you know, like... you know, the third fret thing, or, you know... Probably should have tuned the guitar before I did this. Hang on. And we're back. Then I was thinking like something like... oh, fuck no, I can't do that. That's Van Halen, you know. So there's all these riffs like this. There are thousands. I could go on for hours. And if you want, I will, you know, put it in the comments. Could you sit there for 2 hours and play riffs that are all the same? And I could do that. That's the type of... I have that kind of free time right now. So I'll do it. I swear to God. Anyway, I thought, I need a riff like this, something sexy, something powerful, something with balls, you know, balls in the music. That's what it's all about, is fucking balls. And so I thought, well, I can't just use one fret like this. I need to maybe do some combination, combining the different frets with these little wow, 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 wow. So I went... getting nowhere, and I just kept trying every possible combination until I came up with the riff that you hear at the beginning of Out of Business, and it comes back later in the song. Clever, huh? To like play at the beginning but then bring it back later so that people, yeah, this is cool. It's kind of like the hook, you know. And so my friend who fan who sent me a message saying, hey, why don't you break that song down, because, you know, that riff, it's sexy, it's got fucking style, and it's not like everybody else. So I did. I said, okay, here we go. So that's the first part. So to break it down real quick, because this is fucking boring usually for most people, I went, instead of third fret, I went first fret, A, second fret here on the A string, third fret, I had to use the third fret at least once, you know, even though everybody else does. Second fret. All right, so one more time. That's how it starts, and then there are two chords after that, which are C and D. But everybody does that. They go, you know, which is not how I play it though. Nuh-uh. No. See, I try to add a little originality into it. So instead of doing what most rock and rollers would have done, they'd go. Doesn't sound that bad, right? No, but see, I try to go a little bit beyond, yeah. So I went. Now, what is that chord? So this one, the C. This is a C. You know, you know, Dust in the Wind, and you know, 50 million John Denver songs or whatever. Everybody uses it. It's nothing new. But what's clever, what I did differently, is instead of doing a normal D, which it could be this or this, it makes no difference, I did the finger slide, and then you get some of those notes that are a tiny bit dissonant, aren't they? Now, why did I do that? Because I'm lazy. Because this is easier. I go, I don't have to move my fingers, I just have to slide them up. They stay in the same position. Now, not only is it original, it's economical. And that's what I'm all about, right? And that's why I have thousands of adoring fans. So let's put the riff all together for you really quick. All right, pretty cool, huh? So you might be asking, Chuck, why go through all the trouble to make these notes and everything so original? Why don't you just play it in a standard rock and roll way? That's what people like, right? And furthermore, who do you think you are, right? That is what you're thinking, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, I'll play it in the 3rd fret standard way that's in already 50,000 rock songs, and we'll see what it sounds like. What's the difference? Here we go. Come to think of it, that doesn't sound too bad, does it? All right, so there you have it. There's your breakdown of Out of Business, the intro. So this is part 1 of a 76-part series where I'll break down every single fucking note in the song and why I chose it and why it's there and not some other note. So next time I'll start with the choruses, which use a standard chord progression, but in an economical and original way. And that's the key. And it has balls. Balls and music is what it's finally all about, isn't it, people? All right. Thank you to my thousands of followers, my adoring fans. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support and continued love. Cheers. I need a fucking proper intro. I don't know how to start these things. Like, hey, you big bloody beautiful bastards. No, that one's taken. Hey, freak bitches. Yeah, that one's taken too. Pretty popular guy these days. Hey, motherfucker. No, that's pretty mean. Oh, my favorite. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Now, for that one, I need gear in the background and a $4,000 guitar, which I can't afford. Ah, fuck it.